I don't think you're lazy. In this video, I'm going to show you why you're not actually lazy. Why you keep delaying the things you know you're supposed to, even when you really want to change. Because I'm literally making a video about delay, and I still find myself avoiding writing the scripts. I've been more disciplined lately. I've been reading more, I've been fasting more, I've been praying more, I've been exercising more. Like trying to make something out of my life by making some of these videos. But even with that, I still catch myself avoiding the things I know I should do. And that makes me start asking myself some uncomfortable questions. Like, why do I show up in some areas but completely avoid others? Like, why do I delay the things that matters but not the things that don't? Because at some point, you have to ask yourself, am I actually unserious? Or is something deeper going on? Now, I don't want to answer that question like someone that has everything figured out, because I don't. But answer it as someone who is catching myself in the act of that avoidance and delay. Because while writing the script, I find myself going to YouTube and then doom scrolling on YouTube shorts and telling myself, oh, you're avoiding it again. So this is not theory. This is real. In this video, I'm also going to break down the real reason why we delay things. Now, I'm not saying this, it's not going to be from a motivational angle, but majorly from a psychological and a spiritual perspective. And if you stay with me, you start to see yourself more clearly and you understand why you have actually been holding back. I started asking myself 3 questions. Why do I delay the things I know I'm supposed to do? Why am I disciplined in some areas and inconsistent in others? And the hardest one, am I actually unserious? Like, or am I just avoiding something that I don't want to do? Because let's be honest, you and I both know we can spend hours on our phone. We can chat with friends for hours. Like, we can even be productive by doing things for others. But when it comes to that one thing that requires us to focus, that requires us to learn, that requires us to obey or to grow, suddenly it's, I'm tired, I'm distracted, I will do it later. I would sit down to write scripts and somehow I will end up doom scrolling on YouTube. And you know the funniest part and the scary part is, I knew what I was doing. I would say to myself, you're avoiding it again, and I'll still keep scrolling. So at that point, I know it can't be laziness. So what exactly is it? Now, psychology explains it in a very simple way. We don't delay things because we are lazy. We delay things because it costs us something internally. Now, let me break it down. Starting costs us 3 things. And the first one is identity costs. The moment you start something, for example, exercise, you know you're not just someone who talks about it. You are someone who is already doing it. And then you become someone who has to show up consistently. And that sounds good until you realize that it demands more from you. That exercise, it requires you to wake up early. It requires pain that you feel when you get back from that gym. It requires you to even be more conscious of what you eat. It requires you to push yourself. And the second thing is failure costs. As long as you don't start something, you still believe you could have done it. You might see something like, I think I'll make a great public speaker because I communicate well. But you never actually try. Because you know the moment you try and you fail, it becomes you. And that failure is staring right back at your face. So you delay to protect your ego temporarily. The third one is clarity cost. Now, starting something removes the excuse of, I don't know what to do. Because you already went to that gym once, you know what you should be doing. Which means now you can't hide. Because if someone who met you at that gym, that day you went once, sees you, they won't ask you, why don't you exercise? They will ask you, why don't you stay in the gym anymore? And so, instead of facing all of that, you choose distraction instead. Because distraction is easier in the moment. So for me, I realized that it was never about time. It wasn't even about discipline, because I realized I can be disciplined when I want to be. It was about the fact that I know that once I start, I can't hide anymore. I would have to become that person that I say I want to be. If you're still watching this video right now, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on that subscribe button. Thank you. And this is where it gets even more deeper, because some of the things we are avoiding, it's not even confusion. It's not lack of direction, because we already know what we should be doing. We sometimes pray for clarity, but when clarity comes, it requires obedience from you. And obedience removes excuses. So we delay as a kind of subtle disobedience. It's not very loud, it's not very obvious, but consistently we delay each time. Because once you know what God is asking of you, delay is no longer confusion, it's a decision. And so what actually helped me, it wasn't motivational. I grew tired of listening to motivational speakers. And it wasn't pressure. You know, if you pressure me unless I pressure myself. So I started asking myself, what exactly am I avoiding? Then I stopped waiting to feel ready. I do it in the moment. And I made the steps smaller. If I want to exercise, I want to make it an habit first. So I start by exercising 5 minutes daily. I'm not focused on the result. I'm just trying to make it an habit. If I want to make a YouTube video, what's the first thing I'm supposed to do? Okay, what exactly will the video be about? I try to pick the topic first and then I go from there. So this helps. Make the steps smaller. You want to read a book, start with, okay, I section the pages. I'm going to read 10 pages a day, and that's how I go about it. And also, I intentionally stopped avoiding things I should be doing. Because readiness is a lie that we tell ourselves so that we can feel comfortable. So, you are not lazy. You're just standing at the edge of something that requires more from you. And a part of you is resisting that change. And the longer you delay it, the heavier it's going to be. So I want you to stop asking yourself, why am I like this? And start asking yourself, what am I avoiding? And how long will I continue to avoid it? I hope this video has made things way more clearer for you. If so, click on that like button and tell me in the comment section how exactly this video has helped you. And you can also share to your friends that you think will need something like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.